Hey guys, wanted to make a quick video on bond beams, structural block. Now I'm not a professional mason, so don't let me convince you that I am. But I've been in construction my whole life, do a little bit of everything. I own Holland Home Services, local remodeling company, upstate South Carolina. Anyways, building my own personal house slowly but surely, mainly working on the weekends. A lot of it's getting backfilled. We're going to be backfilled up, it varies because we're on a hill here. So the back side of the house pretty much be all above ground. The front of the house, most of it's going to be below ground as far as our basement walls. Anyways, had to do a lot of research on structural block. Couldn't find much on bond beams and lintels, so I thought I'd make some videos on those. Anyways, a little background here. I've got an opening here for a roll-up door. We're not doing any crawl space vents. It's going to be fully encapsulated. I'll probably put a dehumidifier in the basement. Possibly a sump pump. I don't think we're going to need it. I might go ahead and do that as well. We're going to waterproof inside and out of the block walls. So probably using hydraulic cement, because the house is going to end up being stuccoed. Anyways, like I said, there's a few videos on bond beams. Couldn't find much. This is my first time doing it, so I thought it'd be useful to make a video on that. I've got vertical rebar every 4 feet tied into the footing, or what they call it, a J-bar. You bend it and it sweeps down into the footing, so it ties the footing to the walls. We'll have vertical rebar every 4 feet. We're going up 13 rows, so I'm doing a bond beam. This is row 5. I've got the first bond beam. We'll do another one on row 9 and one on 13. I think typical is like 4, 8, 12. I didn't want to do 4 bond beams, just kind of being lazy. Anyways, so we're doing 5, 9, 13. Fiber rebar. I've got 2 number 4 fiber rebars. Problem with the fiber rebar is you can't bend it, so I had some number 5 steel. When I started this project, I really wasn't very much aware of the fiber bar. Wish I would have used it in the footing, but either way, I've got 2 number 5 steel rebars in the footing. Might post pictures of that. But anyways, so I bent a piece of number 5 to come around the corner. It overlaps about 32 inches or so. I think minimum's about 24 inches as far as minimum requirement. Why not go more? So I've got number 5 bent around the corner, and then 2 number 4 fibers throughout. Just notched the block with an angle grinder. Knocked out about a 3-inch by 3-inch section all the way through. Corners are a little bit different. How you notch those so that the bar can flow. Minimum requirement would be to fully grout just the cells with the vertical rebar. That rebar is down in there, you can't really see it. Anyways, we're gonna fully grout every single cell. Like I said, it's my personal residence. Hopefully it'll get passed down to one of my kids someday. Don't plan on selling the house, so we're going all out. We're in upstate South Carolina. We got hit by Hurricane Helene last year. The river's right back here. There's a creek right there. River's just out past through the woods. Water from Helene the river overflowed, came all the way up my driveway here. So we thought we'd build the house up a little bit higher, a little more solid. Anyways, I'm losing my train of thought. You can see we've got trees down everywhere still. This has been over a year, and we probably lost, I don't know, countless trees. But most importantly, this guy didn't fall. That's the one guy I really don't want to fall. I can deal with the others. Anyways, got my sewer pipe stubbed up, come under, clean out is there, and then it takes off back this way. But yeah, getting off topic here. I said we covered the reason why we don't have any crawl space vents, even though technically it's going to be a basement / crawl space. We're gonna fully grout every core. I've got my training wheels here. Some people call them like speed laying poles. Basically training wheels for laying blocks. That way you don't have to build your corners first. You can just complete full rows without building corners. I just didn't trust myself to build perfectly plumbed square corners, so got the steel up in every corner, and then my string will attach to that. But anyways, back to bond beams. That's what we're supposed to be covering. I'm up 6 rows over here. Just started the 6th row. As you can see, these are just normal blocks. Got my corner brace here. That allows me to just attach. These are the same wooden blocks you would normally use, to attach to the block and then run your string. You just, same thing, hook it onto the steel post, but put it around the corner so it stays out of the way. Got my string going down through there, keep these walls nice and straight. But here I wanted to get you a shot. I said we'll fill everything full of concrete. Show you here. As I said, the concrete will flow horizontally and vertically, locking everything together. And this wall should be solid as can be once it's backfilled. Of course, we'll waterproof before we backfill it. I'll treat for termites, everything else before we backfill. Probably even do a perforated drain pipe all the way around the perimeter. Keep water from ever coming through the walls, coming into the crawl space. Been researching the hydrostatic pressure. Try to tamp this ground down as hard as possible as we're backfilling too, to prevent water seeping down in there. But yeah, it's definitely going to have unbalanced fill, so we want it solid. I'm probably going a little overboard. I'm sure professional masons will probably laugh at me and beat me up for this video. But for you guys like me, that maybe you're doing an addition yourself, maybe you're like me trying to build your own house, whatever it may be, just thought this would be useful. I'm confident it'll be a solid wall. I mean, especially once it gets full of concrete, it's not going nowhere. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. I said don't beat me up too bad. I'm not a professional mason, but just doing my best. Can't really afford to hire out all the work, so just like I said, working on it on the weekends. It'll take me probably a few more years to get it built, but I'm a lot better at the inside work. I'm a lot better at the drywall, electric, plumbing, the finished work, carpentry. Don't have a whole lot of experience with the blocks. So anyways, like I said, I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you think I'm doing a good job or not. Although I really don't care what you think. Alright, y'all. Take care.